Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Essential Wyckoff Playbook. Thanks, everybody, for coming to this webinar. We really appreciate it. It's the first one that I've done in quite a while. I presented this last fall, actually a similar version, not the exact. I've amped it up quite a bit since I presented it last, but I presented it at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, the CME in Chicago in mid-October, and people really liked it for everybody. So let's just go through the quick preliminaries here. Just as we always say on these webinars and presentations in the U.S., that this is for educational purposes only. There's no solicitation or offers to buy or sell any sort of stock, bond, future, option, or other kind of trading instrument. You're responsible for your own trading. We can't assume your responsibility for you for your trading. It's a risky business, and so you're encouraged to consult a certified financial advisor before making any investment or trading decision. So please be aware that the material that I'm presenting in this webinar are copyright materials. This is my intellectual property, and you have a license to use it for your personal use only. You're not to share these materials, either the video or the PDF or anything else, on file sharing sites or give it in any way, distribute it in any way to others for resale. I mean, that should be pretty straightforward. You'll notice down here at the bottom, it's DMCA protected by DMCA.com. It's a intellectual property service provider that we've hired. And also, one last little preliminary, all the charts that you're going to see tonight or that I've created here come off of charting packages that were developed by TradeStation. TradeGuider, you'll see a few charts off of the TradeGuider Limited platform, the VSA platform. And also something new that I'm using recently that I really like, and that's MultiCharts Limited. So if you had any questions about that, those are the three platforms that I tend to use. They're all very good platforms, and I don't recommend any one over any other, just that they're all good professional level, solid charting software and trading platforms, some of them. Why this course? You know, Wyckoff is a terrific way to trade, and it's skilled use. If you're skillful in using it, it gives us a really good indication of the next market move. But in the course of teaching and working with other traders over the years, it gets pretty clear to me that a lot of traders become trapped into the idea that they need to trade and capture every little market move, every little wiggle and waggle. Or they fail maybe to wait for a choice setup to occur. And as they try to trade, they wind up making a lot of poor trades. And so they take a really good method, they kind of make a mess of it. Okay, so I wanted to show you how to boil down Wyckoff in a simple and straightforward approach. One that just has a small number of setups. We're going to talk about, really 6 setups altogether. 3 to the downside, 3 to the upside. And you're all, if you've been working with Wyckoff at all, you're all very familiar with these setups. But just a small number of setups that can produce very productive trading. What I'm going to give you here is a way to structure your trading based around trading setups. You could almost program this, I suppose, into a computer and have it be automated for you. And that's kind of the way your mindset ought to be. I mean, we're discretionary traders, so it's not quite that way. We're going to look at a lot of different principles of Wyckoff tonight as well. And those all have to be brought into the trade setups that we're going to be talking about. But this is going to help give you some structure to your trading. And I hope that you'll find it valuable and useful for yourself. Oh, let me keep going here. So this is a playbook of basic Wyckoff trades, but I say basic, maybe the better word is fundamental. These go right to the heart of Wyckoff. These are the very best of Wyckoff. Sometimes the market will just be moving for an hour or two and you just have to sit on your hands. But Why are these so good? Well, they occur frequently, and you'll see at the end what we're going to do is we're going to look at 3 markets tonight and look at every day of last week in these 3 markets. We're going to look at the S&Ps, gold, and oil, and we'll look at each of the days that occurred last week. So it's a random week that we've selected, and you'll see that over 25 times these trades set up in one of these markets over the last week. And then at the end, I'll show you the statistics for the week that I did in October in Chicago, which was another randomly selected week. I didn't pick them for any particular reason. This is just the weeks. And you'll see there, too, that there were over 20 trades in these 3 markets that set up. So they do occur frequently. They are very straightforward, and I'm going to give you some very good details on how to work with them tonight. And they don't contain a lot of complicated elements. We'll go through all the details. They're easy to identify. You're going to be able to see them right away. Again, they're not complex. They're simple to execute, and I'll show you a few different ways to enter the market. They've got straightforward profit targets, and we'll look at where to exit. A lot of times people don't think about that, but that's probably the most important thing. So sometimes it's not getting in, it's getting out of the market that's most important with a profit. And indeed, these trades do produce good profits, as you will see. Yeah, the quintessential setups. That's a good way to put them, Matt. Okay, so here's what we're going to cover. We're going to cover the primary playbook, trade setups, the upthrust, the spring, and what I call sweet spots in a trend. Now, those are the primary trades. In addition to those, I'll give you a couple of bonus setups, the first higher high and the first lower low. These are similar in some respects to the sweet spot in a trend trade, but they have the advantage of getting us into the trend early. Now, as we go through these trades, and I'll start with a general conceptual overview and look at a couple of trades. And then when we get to the last week, day by day, and I've got 115 slides here tonight to get through. I would imagine we're going to go for more than a couple of hours.